Hey guys, I'm not really feeling too well. I'm sick still. I'm not feeling good, but the reason I'm making this is because I'm going to show you who I'm talking about, okay? Because this is real important to me, and I feel like my cousin has been talking to me from the grave, okay? Yeah, I have a cousin that died. Okay, she passed away this year, and you know, I'm gonna talk honest with you guys, okay? Because I feel like my cousin is coming back, and she's like been just dying for me to tell you guys her story, and I just haven't been really sure how to put it because I'm not one that has had gastric bypass surgery. Have I thought about it? Hell yeah, I thought about it because I was like, yo, my cousin did it. She went to Colombia. She got it done. When did she get it done? Okay, let's see. Back in 2012, I got pregnant with Nick. No, I'm sorry. 2003, I got pregnant with Nicholas. Back in 2004, I had Nick. But the reason I'm saying that is because when I was married, when I was pregnant with Nick, my little cousin, Carolina is her name, she was a hefty lady, all right? She was big. She was a big lady, all right? I'd say, you know, nice size, whatever. And she was heavy set, okay? So her mom's like, yo, you need to lose weight. Everybody's like, yo, you need to lose weight. Everybody's like, yo, what the fuck? You need to lose weight. She was like, yes, I know I need to lose weight. Everybody's like, oh, but you eat too much. And so, okay, long story short, the reason I'm taking a little while is because I'm getting myself together. Hold on, because I'm still sick, you guys. Let me take my NyQuil. And she's been coming to me ever since she went to heaven, so she's been wanting me to say this for a while. But I haven't been able to. So to make a long story short, this is Carolina. Okay? Beautiful, right? Right. So she goes to Colombia. To get the surgery. Nick was little. Nick was first born. And, let me tell you how Carolina was before. Beautiful. We grew up together. Me, my sister, her brothers, and us, like all of us. We all grew up together because we all grew up in Colombia, so we were all like either with my grandparents or her parents or whatever. But we were, cousins. She was a beautiful girl, very intelligent. She is. I'm sorry. Yes, Carolina, you are. Spoke French, Italian, Spanish, English. I mean, funny, warm-hearted. She had a zest for life. In a lot of ways, she was like me and my sister. Like, we like to, entertain with food. And so the last time I saw her before her surgery, her mom was like, oh, she's so fat, she's she's got to lose weight, this and that, whatever. I understand. Everybody's all like, oh, but the spirit of my cousin was, oh, let's go watch Lord of the Rings, because back then Lord of the Rings was huge. And she was the type of person that would like to, get her tickets on Fandango. And we'd go right to the line and, go and watch the movie. We watched the movie. It was great. And She was happy, right? The last dish she made for us. It was me, my son Daniel, Nicholas, because he was in my stomach, and my Aunt Miriam, and I'm trying to think if I went with Nicholas's dad or not. I'm not really sure. And she made pasta with spaghetti sauce and tuna fish. That was her favorite. So then she goes for the surgery in Colombia. As she's going through the surgery, I'm raising my boys. You know, years go by. Oh, hey, Carolina's losing weight. Have you seen your cousin? She's losing so much weight. And, like, I saw her, like, oh my gosh. She looked like a different person. You know? I don't know. I just was like, oh, this is great. You know, me as an outsider looking in was like, oh, this is wonderful. She's losing all this weight. She must be so happy. She got married. Her husband cheated on her, so then they divorced. So then she moved back from California to Miami. And she started a yacht business with her brothers, and they had a huge yacht business in Miami. And I was like, oh my gosh. And so I would see my cousin when I would come, either driving to Miami or flying to Miami. You know, the last time I saw her, I flew in from Colombia. She was in this big, huge high rise off Biscayne Boulevard, and you could see like the canal right there, just beautiful water and everything. It was just an amazing apartment. And you go up the elevator, nice and fancy and everything, you know. And then she opens up the door, and she's just like this little person. I was like, oh my, and like when I hugged her, I could feel her bones. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, she's like, cuz, hey, how are you? Oh my gosh. And we hugged. This was the last time I saw her, by the way. And I was like, hey, cuz. She's like, cuz, what do you want to eat? She's like, we have 5-star restaurants everywhere. Just let me know what you want to eat, and, you know, we'll order whatever you want. And I was like, what do you have in your kitchen? I was like, why don't I make un arroz con pollo? She's like, really? You want to do that? I was like, yeah. I just came back from Colombia. I had like all these Colombia flavorings. So did my cousin. So she's like, well, look in my freezer. See, whatever you have, whatever I have, you're welcome to. Just, you know, and she's like, I'm sorry. I can't spend much time with you. I'm working. I have clients. I have this and that. She's like, but just go ahead. And, you know, I'm here. I was like, okay. So she's working on the computer. She's talking on the phone. Blah, 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 da, 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 da. Hey, cuz, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. You know. So then comes a time where I have to serve the food. So we serve the food. We sit down. We eat at her beautiful table. She was like, oh my God, cuz, this food is so good. I was like, really? She's like, I have 5-star food every day. She's like, it doesn't even taste like this. She says, it tastes so good. I was like, I'm so happy that you like it. And we smoked a bowl, got stoned. She gave me $100. She's like, here, go. I love you. I'll see you again. And when I left, she's like, hey, you left your grinder here. I was like, it's okay. I'll come back and get it. She's like, okay. Never got my grinder back. But I knew that every time she used it, she would remember me. So, me cooking for her was probably maybe 3-4 years ago, something like that, you know. And I would see Carolina in pictures, and she would be just beautiful. I did notice in some of the pictures, though, she was losing her hair. And I was like, why is she losing her hair? Like, that's so strange. And then I would ask my aunt, I was like, how's Carolina? Oh, well, she's fine, you know. It's just that she has a hard time with eating. She gets sick really easy after the surgery. Her immune system is not strong to, like, fight off any, like, infections or whatever. So she's, like, you know, she's constantly sick. And I would always see my cousin drinking the aloe vera water after the surgery. And I was like, why is she always drinking the aloe vera water? Now I understand why, because of her stomach, and the aloe vera helps with the irritation and all. I had no idea, guys. So my cousin was just so strong and so brave. She just kept on living life and working and doing photo shoots with the people that wanted to, like, you know, make commercials or use the boat for a movie or the yacht or whatever, you know. And so she would be there. But she never had a love life, like, I don't think, after her surgery for some reason. She was married. She got married after her surgery. But then I found out that the husband that she married had cheated on her before, but she married him anyways because she wanted to get married, which I can understand. We all want that, you know, we want to get married, we want the carriage, we want the horses, and she had everything. She had everything on her wedding day. But the guy was a jerk, and he ended up, like, cheating on her and whatever. So she was like, fuck this, you know, which is, like, definitely fuck that. And somewhere along the lines, cousin just, I think she just felt so alone. I think she felt so alone, and I have been watching videos of people that have got gastric bypass surgery, and they're like, you know, I can't eat this, and I dump, which means that you're vomiting constantly. My hair's falling out, saggy skin syndrome. I think that the person that got cut off during the surgery of my cousin was part of her. And I feel like that part of her was the part that she loved the most. I kind of figure, like, maybe she could feel like, okay, so now that I fit in your superficial society box, now that I've gotten rid of what you guys can't stand about me, now I'm left with just half of me. And I feel like that was so depressing for my cousin. Yeah, okay, so she lost all the weight and she looked skinny. She was like probably a size 0. Who knows what size she was after she lost all this weight. But she killed herself. So I feel like she comes to me because she knows that she can talk to me. And it's like she wants me to warn people, like, don't do it. Don't, you know, just society is so... No, am I saying to be heavy is healthy? I'm not saying that. But maybe going under the knife is not the answer. Because, man, my cousin went under the knife, and now she's gone. That was 20 years that she did it, too, you know? Do I blame it on that? I do blame it on that. I do blame it on that. Because she had to pretend to be who she was so people would actually accept her, because the person that she actually was, the full shell, they didn't accept. So she had to get rid of that shell that everybody kept fucking talking to her about. That you're unhealthy, that you're going to die, that you're going to do this, that you're going to do that. She did it. And she lost herself. How sad. I miss her. I know she's in heaven, because one time Jenny Potter and me, we were doing a video, and a picture of Jesus' cross just came into my bedroom and manifested itself in front of us while we were worshiping and praising the Lord. 1 week later, my cousin took her life. Please think about it. It's not that bad to just say, okay, I need to slow down. I need to take a walk. I need to take water. It's better than being able to not eat and not treat yourself and not keep your beautiful hair and keep who you are, keep all of you. Be okay with who you are. Stand up for yourself and take measures that you can do. Easy to lose weight. Drink more water. Drop the coffee. Drink the water with the lemon. I mean, there's so many more things than to go under the knife, people. I know that other people that with this surgery suffer in silence. I've seen videos. They're like, I wish I could not. I didn't have to do this again. I could do it. I would do it the right way. I don't know. Carolina wants me to say this, and I want to say it too, because if you guys are thinking that under knife is going to just put everything back together again, look up to God and say, God, I can't handle this. I need you to help me. I did it with Flipside, and me and Flipside played. We prayed to lose weight, and God helped us. These money makers, doctors are making money off of mutilating us and then leave you to fucking die at your own. That's what you wanted, right? You wanted to lose weight, so now you're half of you. Live the way that you have to now. Go ahead and drink shakes. Go ahead and... We love you, Carolina. We love you. Carolina says, love who you are. Love who you are. Because once you get rid of who you are, you change for everybody else, you stop existing. Come on, people. We can take responsibility. We know how to put the fork down and push away from the table. Yes, we do. We can do it for our kids. We can do it for our children. And if I help one person, it's because of Carolina. You hear me? I was also going to do it. I was like, what? I'm 240 pounds. What? I'm going to go do this. I'm going to go. No, yo, it's not like that. My cousin had to pay with her life for me to understand this shit. Sometimes the easy fix is not the easy way. Life is beautiful. You know, encourage ourselves with love. Not with knives and ways that are just going to morph your life into a whole reality you never expected. To the point where you want to take your life. Now how are we all left with our cousin? Torn apart. She was 43. God bless.